Apple's got a lot of iPhones this year. They've got 4 new ones, but of those, I think that this guy here, the iPhone 12 mini, might be the most interesting because it takes us back to what a mobile phone was originally supposed to be, something that's very powerful and very useful, but also very small. So of all the new iPhones, I thought the iPhone 12 mini was really the one I was most looking forward to getting some hands-on time with, and I got a chance to play around with it just for a few minutes, but I got a sense of the heft and the physicality and the size. It's got a 5.4-inch screen, which years ago would have been considered a very large screen phone. Today, obviously, it's literally called the Mini, and it's interesting to see at a time when everyone is racing to put bigger and bigger screens on their phones, sometimes screens so big that you have to physically fold them in half to fit them into the phone. The Mini, on the other hand, takes me back to the early days of the mobile phone, where the most important thing was actually how small your phone was. Way back in the late 90s, early 2000s, everybody in the media or in tech would get together at lunch somewhere and everyone would take their phones out of their pocket and put it on the table. And the unwritten rule was whoever had the smallest phone was kind of the winner of the table. Today, obviously, completely the opposite, but I think there's a real hunger out there for devices that actually fit in your hand, actually fit in your pocket, that are not quite so cumbersome to carry around as sometimes some of the larger phones were. So with the 12 mini, you're giving up some features. You're not giving up all the features, though. It's also got an OLED screen. It's also got the A14 chip. It has the wide and ultra-wide lenses on the back. You don't get the LiDAR built in. You're not shooting in Dolby Vision. It's got an aluminum edge around the border, while the Pro and the Pro Max have stainless steel, which, frankly, in person looks and feels a little nicer. And the glass on the back of the regular 12 and the 12 mini, it's transparent, while it's got a cool frosted effect on the Pro models. So while it's not a small screen device really by any stretch, 5.4 inches is still pretty big for a screen that you put in your hand. This is actually smaller than the iPhone SE, although it has a great screen-to-body ratio, so you don't feel like you're carrying around something that feels particularly dated. I like that the iPhone 12 mini is something a little bit different than a lot of the other phones we've seen this year or in recent years. I like that it has the lowest starting price of any of the new iPhones, and I like that it's an option now for people who don't necessarily want to carry around a gigantic mini tablet all the time.